out of the open today, I think we took 4 trades in a row and then caught the big up move to be 4 trades and done on the automated strategy. We're playing ping pong a bit, but not really getting much negative. And then up we go and way over daily goal on the day for the account I ran automated on, talking out trade activity to follower accounts. So the master account did way over daily goal. So anyhow, we had this big ramp today. It's almost like, institutionals made sure they pumped it up all night, let sellers get a little bit of traction out of the open, and then they came in and like, no, we're going to run buy program activity, and by gosh, we're going to put in a new all-time high. So there's that blue box level. That's the prior all-time high. So this is a classic key level sweep. And then what do we get there? We have a scalp dot. So we rotate, get the scalp dot, and wow, was that a sell-off. There was also some lift here. If somebody wanted to try to reshort the market, you had a scalp dot there. So having a stop at the dot would have stopped out. You got a second one, and that one ran all the way to the other side of the bands. Since trading, so we did have excursion outside of the bands. We had a level sweep. We swept the key level and made new all-time highs. And then we got sequential scalp dots. So that's like A plus. We'll give that A plus setup. 3 pluses. 1, 2, and 3. We had 3 scalp dots on that rotation. Now, this is a time frame with this approach that's kind of more like intraday position trading, away from the, something like doing hyper scalping. But yeah, very clear, just looking at dots to dots, there was a little ping pong action after the 8:30 open. I think you would have been long, then short, then long, then short, then long, then short. And if you're still trading, I'd be wondering why. So anyhow, in other words, you had 1 trade, 2 trade, should have been slightly positive, and then the 3rd trade brought you home. If you're trading the dots to dots, like you're just like a continuity trade that keeps going back and forth. So I do have some of my group doing that on interesting time frames and setups. They're using third-party tools to trade those dot to dots, fully automated, because we have outputs on all of our tools. And at any time you ever have questions on anything, you can just hit me up at info@gridalgo.com. So anyhow, sorry for the background noise, but anyhow, yeah, we came outside the bands, and then we've had big lift since then. So pretty straightforward day after a little bit of a cyclical morning. Let's show you the mom trades that were fully automated, and then I'll show you some other information too on the market opening and the mom signals activity out of the open. So there we have it. 8:32 a.m. I don't trade the first 2 minutes of the U.S. cash session open. This is U.S. Central Time, or Globex, Chicago time. Automation kicked on. Automation was short. Then we had a sequential second short signal. That means nothing to us because once we're in a trade, we're in that trade. The market cycled a bit. Then the market had a long. So basically that scratch, the short to the long, was a scratch. Didn't really make anything, didn't lose anything. Then the long was a loser. We got long. Then the market flipped short. And you lost a little bit on that one. Then the market traded lower, so you start getting some positive P&L again. At no point when you're getting ping-ponged are you ever getting anywhere near any daily drawdown or even anywhere near a daily loss limit in the way we teach how to go for a daily profit objective. So then you're short. Then right here, right there, you get long. Right there. So you didn't lose anything, you didn't gain anything, and then whooshka, you were home free and made the hit. And then if for some reason you said, oh my gosh, we just had a level sweep and now we're at all-time highs, and this looks like one of those institutionals where they hold it up all night long. Any sellers that show up in the Asian session or EU session, they're like, no, we're going to juice futures all night long. We're even going to buy DAX futures to hold this rally up. We'll be off the gas pedal out of the open, let sellers kind of work it out of their system a bit. And then when we come in with our buy program activity and zero DTE options, regular options, baskets of stocks, futures, all automated all together, that's the momentum burst. And we get a couple of these a day that take you to the park where you have a really good time. So if somebody decided, hey, we got a level sweep, we've got market at all-time highs, the next signal you got was a short, and that had a run. You had a sequential short signal, you'd already be in a short. No need, I mean, the automation would just ignore that, and down you go and you blow out the opening range lows. And then you're long. So the day was pretty magnificent for trading automated. So I just posted a video yesterday of a market opening where the NASDAQ, and it's super rare, traded in a range for 2 hours straight. And I had this back and forth, back and forth. I was in 8 trades automated, and I ended the day over daily goal. And at no point did I come anywhere near my daily loss limit for the way we run automation. So like if I'm going for 700 a day, my daily loss limit would be like 900. So my objective is optimizing my tools to go get me 700 a day on a 150K account. And my max risk on any one day is 900, is to that in any 20 or 21 day trading month, I never have more than 4 losing $900 days. So August, there was 2. The month before, there was 2. One of the months in the summer, there was 1 day. And then one of the months, there was none. Every day I ended positive. Some days cycled a bit, and then I just couldn't watch the market anymore. So I ended up like 3, 4, 500 positive. But then there was a move. So if I would have stayed in, I would have got it. So I had a couple days like that where I had to go work with programmers and I had to be, off charts. But yeah, watch that video. Watch it. 8 trades over a 2-hour period and still gets over daily goal. So this facade out in the desert, this mirage that, oh, the chop's going to destroy me and my account. No, the chop isn't what destroys you. It's trading with too big a size or trading against trends or, doing other things that are, just not in alignment with having to trade a structured, defined approach with smart money management because you're trading in, pretty narrow rules of the prop firm. So you gotta trade it like you gotta play these games like Moneyball. Get your base hits, and then that occasional double or triple, brings you to the promised land. And we've had a day or two this week. Market opens, whoop, first trade, we're done. I think we've had 2 days this week. I've been one and done. Or was it 2 days so far this week? At least one. And maybe I'm thinking of a day also at the end of the week. So the nice thing about automated, it doesn't have emotions. We used to have a saying in the military, emotional reactivity is a disease. So, that gets traders emotionally reactive. I can prove it to you. Go turn on the YouTube channels of any of these guys that for some reason need to use a YouTube channel and yell and scream and laugh and giggle and do whatever. Not, that's fine. They can do that. But watch how they get when they go long and then they stop out. And then okay, I'm going to try short, and then they get stop out. And then long, it's like they start getting their emotional reactivity goes up. And then there's a particular few guys, the amount of swear words go up. Or they're like, okay, I'm not going to trade the rest of the day. I don't understand what the market's doing. I don't know. I don't have a clue what the market's doing a lot of times. So let the automated figure it out. So let the automated have defined precision entry points, but still built within a design or structure that even if it encounters some chop or some range bound market, that's not what's going to destroy your prop account. And we teach how to trade all this, the exact settings, and so on in our very structured training. So anyhow, there you have it, the Algo IQ program. So if you have any questions at all on the Algo IQ program, for the various platforms that we offered on, tools and automation, you can trade these setups automated. They have audible alerts. All of our tools have outputs that can be tied to third-party tools to go off and build your own automation. But yeah, Grid Algo YouTube channel for more info. Lots of videos in there where I'm letting the mom strategy. Mom is short for momentum burst. These are momentum burst price patterns. We're watching, the way that the pattern is formed is basically a byproduct of uptick downtick ratio bias to a point speed of trade, and then the linear nature of the price movement coming out of a reversal point or maybe a trend continuation point. Big trend, lift, stall, accelerates, continues. These are mom signals, and mom is just short for momentum. So that's what we trade. And we can trade scalp dots. We also have reversal signals in the AIQ1 tool. So there's 3 different ways we can use the AIQ1 indicator for various types of trading. Okay, if you have questions, info@gridalgo.com. You guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget PPI in the morning. I'm very likely going to be running my mom strat automated 3 minutes after the PPI news at 7:33 going forward to see if I can get my daily goal done even before the market opens. So we'll see. Talk to y'all later. Have a great day.